So it's about 6:30. I woke up quite early and felt rested enough, and I was like, shucks, I'm just going to get up and get ready. So 6:30, I'm pretty much packed and ready to go. It is the last day. Maybe I'm a little bit excited, a bit of anticipation knowing it's my last day, and it's a big day, and that I ideally would like to finish earlier rather than later, so I got time to hitch a ride back to Apollo Bay and then drive back to Melbourne. The only problem is I don't have my head torch is like the tiniest bit of light, so it's normally light by 7, so the first 20 minutes or so might be a bit dark, but I'll just use good old phone light for now. Don't know if you can see very well, but pretty. It's just gone 7 o'clock and you can see the sun starting to rise. Really nice colour. It is quiet, it is peaceful, and Vera realised that she forgot her hiking pole at camp, but I don't care about the hiking pole that much, so I'm going to go back down and get it. So I lost the other one. I only had one pole because I had to climb up a cliff. Did I tell you that story? So I was down to one pole and now I'm down to none. I'm okay, let those go. It'll be the cost of the trail. Anyway, onwards and apparently upwards. We're going to a high point today.
This section of the track is so amazing, and so this is the first of many stunning lookouts.
That is phenomenal. Have a look for yourself.
This was my favourite lookout of the whole walk. It's a Gables Lookout, and I nearly missed it too because it is off track, but I did go check it out and so glad I did. Look at that stunning scenery, just the most amazing landscape.
Oh my gosh, that lookout was to die for. Part of me was tempted just to like bypass and keep going to the next campsite. I was like, no, it's, you know, one of the main high points, and if it's called a lookout, it must be good. That was worth it. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Super stoked. I was planning on stopping here and finishing, or kind of like finishing my breakfast, but I'm like less than 4 k's away from Devil's Kitchen, so I've decided I'm just going to push on because I'm actually feeling alright energy-wise, and I'm not super hungry. I could eat, but I can wait an hour, so I'm just going to have some lollies in the meantime and get my butt to Devil's Kitchen, then I'll have a proper break there, because that should be the halfway point for today's mileage.
From there, it's just a pretty standard, easy walk over to Devil's Kitchen.
Made it to Devil's Kitchen, woo! That was about 3.5 hours from Ryan's Den here. I was purposely trying to move a bit fast, so that's probably not like indicative of how that long that would normally take if you were just kind of going at a normal leisurely pace. Now, I'm eating my breakfast. This is what I prepped last night, the oats. And you know you need energy when either you're feeling hungry, you need to eat, or this is particularly when you're hiking and stuff as well, or that's not always the most accurate sign, because sometimes people just lose their appetite as they are exercising. So, but if you're feeling your energy is starting to wane, you're moving slower, a bit more lethargic, or a bit lightheaded, then definitely need to eat. And so towards the end of that, I was definitely losing a bit of energy, moving a bit slower, definitely getting a bit more daisy in the head. Doozy. See, there you go, that's what I need to eat. So a good sign that you need to stop and eat, and not just stop for 5 minutes, but actually have a bit of a proper recovery. Let your put your feet up, let your legs rest, let everything calm down a bit, and then hit the road again. This is what I plan to do. It's 15.5 k's, sorry, bad form, eating and talking. 15.5 k's until the end, 12 apostles. That's probably like a good 4 hours.
I was pretty tired here, so I was keen just to have a proper rest, which meant kicking off the shoes and having a good feed and plenty of water.
So I've just left Devil's Kitchen, had a good proper break there in the end, partly because some other hikers came along or were having a yarn, and it was nice, and I didn't feel the need to rush off. So I ate actually quite a substantial meal there, so I'm pretty fueled
Also taped my feet because had some hot spots going on there that were getting a bit uncomfy. Don't want to make this last part too painful. So it feels heaps better now that I have done those hot spots. Got some tape on them, shed a layer, toileted, tied up the hair, ready for the last bit. It's all pretty easy walking from here, just through the bush and then gradually working your way back to the cliff tops for more stunning views. Okay guys, there is a kangaroo right there staring at me. I don't know if you can see that. This is hilarious. And I don't know what you're supposed to do in this situation. We're going to have a boxing off match. It's so funny, he's staring me down. Check it out, team. Little roo on the track. And I can also hear one stalking me in there. I saw him before and he's just following me. And there you go, back to the cliff top for just more views. Really easy walking, super pleasant, beautiful part of the track. So I've seen it all. Saw my first snake on the track. Black snake. I wasn't quick enough to pull out the camera. I was on the track right by my foot actually. But I'm kind of like happy that I saw a snake because I feel like doing this whole track not seeing a snake would have been a little bit of a letdown. It was definitely pretty exciting setting eyes for the first time on that finishing point for which I've been working towards the last 3 days. And here it is, the victory walk into the 12 Apostles Visitor Centre in the market that you have finished the Great Ocean Walk. Be prepared to be stared at by lots of tourists, but it is all worth it because it is an amazing walk and I hope you get out and enjoy it too.